What are you going to do this weekend? Think about it for a second. If you want to be able to answer that question confidently in English, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're figuring out how to talk about our future plans using a super common phrase, be going to. It's going to be fun, simple, and you'll be using it naturally by the end of this explainer. Let's jump right in.
So what exactly does be going to mean? Well, we use this little phrase to talk about our plans and intentions. Basically, things you have already decided to do in the future. And you know what? It doesn't matter if your plan is happening 5 minutes from now or 5 years from now. If the plan is in your head, you use be going to tell the world about it. Let's look at how to actually build these sentences. Our grammar formula for making positive sentences has 3 simple parts. First up, the subject, then our to be verb. This is super important. The to be verb changes to match the subject. If the subject is I, we use am. If it's he, she, or it, we use is. And for you, we, or they, we use are. Finally, we just add going to and our action word, like play, eat, or study. Just remember, always match your to be verb to your subject.
Let's read a few everyday examples together. I am going to buy a new car next month. She is going to get married. We are going to watch a film this weekend. Now, a quick tip for you. Native English speakers love to talk fast, right? So they usually use short forms. Instead of saying, I am going to, they'll just say, I'm going to. Instead of she is, they say she's. Like, she's going to get married. It sounds really natural.
But be careful. Here is a mistake a lot of beginners make. Listen to this sentence. I going to read that book. This is incorrect. Why? Because it's completely missing the to be verb. You can never skip that part. The correct way is, I am going to read that book. We literally always need am, is, or are right before going to.
All right, now it's your turn. Let's do a quick check. Look at this sentence here. He, blank, going to cook dinner tonight. Which to be verb belongs in that blank? Is it am, is, or are? I'm going to pause for a few seconds. Say your answer out loud right now.
Did you say is? Fantastic job. The correct answer is, he is going to cook dinner tonight. Or, if you want to sound like a native speaker, use the short form. He's going to cook dinner tonight. Since our subject is he, we absolutely have to use is. Excellent work. Now that we have that down, let's see how to say no to future plans.
Making a negative sentence is actually really easy. All we do is add one tiny word, not. We just drop the word not directly after our to be verb. So I am becomes I am not. He is becomes he is not. And they are becomes they are not. You can also see the short forms right here. I'm not, isn't, and aren't. These are incredibly useful to practice.
Let's read through some everyday negative examples together. I am not going to play with you today. He isn't going to ride his bike. Notice how we use the short form isn't there? And finally, they aren't going to visit us. Again, using the short form aren't. It just flows so nicely, doesn't it?
But, just like with our positive sentences, we have to watch out for a very common beginner mistake. Take a look at this sentence. She not going to stop. Can you spot what's missing? Yep, the to be verb again. You can't skip the to be verb just because you added not. The word not needs am, is, or are right beside it to make sense. The correct version is, she is not going to stop.
Okay, it's quiz time again. I want you to act like the teacher right now and correct the mistake you see. They is not going to swim next week. What exactly is wrong with this sentence? I'll pause for just a few seconds. Type your answer in the comments or just shout it out loud.
Let's see how you did. The correct sentence is, they are not going to swim next week. Why? Because the subject is they. And they always pairs with are, never is. You could also say, they aren't going to swim next week. Great. So you just learned how to say what you will and won't do. Next, let's learn how to ask questions.
Forming questions is honestly simpler than you might think. We just do a quick little switch. Step 1, start your sentence with your to be verb, am, is, or are. Step 2, add your subject, like I, she, or they. Step 3, add going to and your base verb. Literally, the to be verb just jumps to the very front of the line.
Let's practice a few questions together. Are you going to buy a new t-shirt? See how are sits right before you? Next, is she going to begin studying English? Now look closely at the third example. When are they going to leave? This shows us that if you want to use a question word like when, what, or where, you just put it at the very beginning, right before that to be verb.
Now, let's look at the second major way we use be going to. We don't just use it for our own personal plans. We also use it to make predictions. A prediction is when we guess what will happen in the future. But, and this is absolutely crucial, we do it because we have strong evidence right in front of us, like we can physically see or feel the proof right now.
Here is exactly what I mean. Look at those black clouds. It is going to rain. We aren't just making a random guess here. Those black clouds are our visual evidence. We see them, so we know the rain is coming for sure. Here is another one. You are studying a lot, you are going to pass the exam. The studying is the proof. You see your friend working super hard, so you confidently predict their success.
When we talk about these future plans or predictions, we often use specific time words at the end of our sentences. These words tell whoever is listening exactly when the future event will happen. We're talking about words like tomorrow, tonight, next weekend, soon, or even specific phrases like in 10 days. For example, it is going to rain tonight. Keep these words in your back pocket. They are super helpful.
Let's test your understanding of these two different uses. Listen to this sentence. He's going to buy a new bicycle tomorrow. Now, is this sentence a plan or is it a prediction? Think about it for just a moment. Say your answer out loud.
If you said plan, you hit the nail on the head. You are 100% correct. Buying a bicycle is a personal intention. It's a decision someone makes for their own life. It's a solid plan. You were doing so well with this. All right, let's quickly review everything we covered in this explainer.
Let's do a rapid-fire recap of the 3 grammar forms we just mastered. Positive, I am going to play. Subject, to be, going to, action. Easy. Negative, she isn't going to stop. We just added not to our to be verb. Question, are they going to leave? We popped that to be verb right at the very front. You've genuinely learned so much today.
Let's finish up with 2 final challenges to see what you remember. Final quiz 1. I want you to change this positive plan into a negative plan. The sentence is, we are going to order pizza for dinner. How do you make this negative? I'll give you a few seconds to figure it out and say it out loud.
The correct answer is, we are not going to order pizza for dinner. Or if you use the short form, we aren't going to order pizza for dinner. We simply dropped the word not directly after our to be verb, are. Wonderful job.
All right, here is your final quiz 2. There is a grammar mistake in this question. Are you going to visit them today? This is a mistake a lot of learners make when they try to ask questions. Can you spot what's wrong? Take a quick pause, look closely, and say the correct sentence out loud.
Did you catch it? The correct sentence is actually, are you going to visit them today? When we use this future tense structure, we literally always need the ing on the word going. It's never just go to, it is always going to. If you got that right, you are seriously mastering this grammar.
We have covered so much ground today, from making plans and predicting the weather to dodging some really common beginner mistakes. But learning doesn't stop here. Now it's time for you to put this into practice. So here's my question for you. What are you going to do tomorrow? I want you to use the be going to structure and tell me your personal plans down in the comments. I absolutely can't wait to read them. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Keep practicing, and I will see you next time.